Magic is the river rushing through this twilight land, surging outward now with torrential strength. Magic is the freshening wind unbound now and boundless, coursing through all that is, redolent of all that could be. A river, a wind, it beckons the unicorn. Follow me back to the world of beginnings. Return with me to the realm where day and night first mingled, giving birth to mystery. Come with me to Earth. The scent of magic is strong here. It's strange. It does not smell of stone and blood or knives and constellations, of altars or mirrors or drums. This magic smells of mazy streets and mist in vacant lots, sunlight angling through blinds in tenement windows, moths fluttering around street lamps. This is the magic of a here and now that is only beginning to be. Magic that a child of power is wresting from this place and time, by seeing, by imagining, by believing. So that's a little quote for you from The Books of Magic, which is a comic book I wanted to talk about in this video. Hello lovelies, my name is Eric and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, well today's video, I had originally planned to do as A Wizard Wonders, which is a series where I can just sort of like ramble about things without having any sort of coherence. But it was a sensitive subject, and when I watched through my final cut of the video, I didn't think that I did it justice by doing it as something where I wasn't actually making a statement. And so I scrapped that video and I'm going to refilm a new one for you. It's always nice to do a bit of pop culture magic to sort of lighten the mood a bit. As well, I will say, I got this guy in the post today. This is Archangel Uriel. And he's lovely. I'm very, very happy. Love the torch and the scale. So cute. Okay. So I wanted to talk today about the Books of Magic. It was funny when I first found this. I was like, magic? That guy kind of looks like me. So I bought it and I read it, and I think there was like stuff before this, maybe stuff after this. I don't know a whole lot about comics, but I really enjoyed what I did read from this. I always think it's interesting to look at fiction writers when they're talking about occultism, because they don't know the rules, so they come up with really interesting stuff that can actually be very useful to some of us as real-world magicians. So I really enjoy comic books for that reason, especially ones about magic. And this one is sort of tied into John Constantine, I think, who is like another comic book that I really love. So yeah, what I'm talking about today is a specific phrase from the Books of Magic that struck a chord with me and has kind of, I've carried it with me ever since. And that is, magic answers need. Which will probably be the title of this video, right? So now you know what I'm talking about 3 minutes into the video. So I'm talking about need, and what I think is interesting about this idea of magic answers need, and this sort of stuck with me because of a conversation I had recently at a psychic fair. One of the other readers was saying to a third reader that they shouldn't petition the universe by starting their requests with, I need. They should say, I require, because need is a low vibration word. And I sort of heard that and I was like, no, I don't think so. And like, that's fine. You know, we don't all have to agree. I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. All I'm doing is putting through my ideas on this topic. So when I heard that, I was like, no, I don't think that that's right. Because like, from my perspective, where I was sitting, what she has done is said, need is a primal feeling, therefore low vibration. And I don't subscribe to that kind of idea. I don't think that's helpful. I don't think that's healthy. To say that any kind of primal human instinct, animal instinct that you feel, you should do away with. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think that we have the competence to be able to control those feelings, but I think that we can be able to use those to create some really cool stuff. Like, you know, look at all of history of art, right? And we're looking at like sex, death, and food. All of these really primal concepts, but it's high art that's coming out of them. So I don't think that we can say need, primal, therefore bad. I do not think that that's helpful, or that that's, you know, a good way of thinking about this stuff. I think as well, when we look at a lot of the texts from like the 60s through to the 90s, right, we see this really huge impact, or focus rather, we see a huge focus on personal power and willpower, intention, all these things that kind of irk me. But what I think is really useful from that is that they describe the need for a pinpoint focus. And that's why, like, a lot of the time, a spell is best done yourself. Because you're the one who needs it. You're the one who has that willpower, that focus. You'll be the one who's able to get to a point where you desire that so strongly that you can actually manifest it in some way. So you know, and like magic, of course, is like a set it and forget it, like, don't lust for results, all that sort of stuff as well, of course. But, like, at the point of, like, the spell that you're doing, and the actual point of the ritual or manifestation that you're doing, you need to have that pinpoint focus on that thing that you actually want. And, like, as well, when you're petitioning spirits, if you don't know what you want, how are they going to bring it to you? So understanding your needs, I think is wonderful. I think as well, like, Maslow's hierarchy of needs has been really helpful for me when planning my spell work. Because it really is only those base levels that you need that spellcraft for, right? And then everything else is sort of like self-actualization. And that's sort of like a process done alongside spirits, but not necessarily by spirits. I think as well, like, magic for a lot of people is not their first go-to, nor should it be, I would say. I would argue, possibly. I think magic is a great supplement to our lives, but we are multifaceted beings with multiple aspects. We should be interested in more things. We should be doing more than one thing. I know I'm a bit guilty of that and sound like a hypocrite, because I do only do the one thing. But we should diversify ourselves. We should try new things, go new places, all that sort of stuff. And not sort of just have this one thing that we focus on. And so, yes, magic answers need, and we can use it to get the things that we need. But I don't think that it's our only option, or you know, a lot of people, it's a last resort. And so, it's only at that point of heightened desire, heightened need, right? Primal word, that you're able to actually cause that change and cause that effect in the world. So, yeah, I think I've rambled enough now. I'm sorry this video isn't what I would have liked it to have been for today. It maybe isn't quite as succinct or anything. I'm not as high energy as maybe I would have been this morning, and the lighting has shifted partway through this video as well. So, I will let you guys go. I hope that you're all well. Like and subscribe to become a wizard today, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye.